Hey gang, Steve Angeline here. I've got a special guest with me today. It's Graydon Economides. Graydon is out of the Vancouver, Washington area. We've been chatting a little bit, and he just had a success story that I wanted to relay to you. Graydon, how you doing today?
Good, Steve. Thank you for having me.
Oh,
I'm
my,
excited to share the news that I have on my
great.
success.
And I'm really happy to have you join me here. In fact, for those folks out there that didn't know there was a Vancouver, Washington, you might get confused with Vancouver, Canada. There is a Vancouver, Washington out there, and Graydon's been there. So, Graydon, how long have you been a real estate agent?
So I've been in real estate a little over 2 years, about going on 2.5 years now.
Graydon, tell me, so that went 2.5 years. So you joined sometime in like 2019?
Yeah, February of 2019.
So tell me about, did you have any sales at all in 2019?
Yeah, so I had 3 sales in 2019. They were all from my sphere of influence. I did absolutely no prospecting. So yeah, for my first year went okay.
Right.
Most agents don't do a lot of business in their first year, but yeah, it went okay. I learned a lot. And I learned some different things about, how to get leads, what to do, what not to do. So I would say it was, probably a typical year for most new agents.
Great. And how is year two now? So year two, you probably got excited, got off to a good start, then COVID-19 hit, right?
Oh
So,
God.
and how bad did that affect 2020's business for you?
So 2020, I actually ended up winning Rookie of the Year for my company. I doubled, actually no, I tripled my sales volume from the previous year.
Good.
So I did, quite a bit more business. It was definitely a good year. COVID affected me. I don't want to, use that as a fallback. I think it definitely slowed things down a little bit for me. It mostly affected working with buyers,
Right.
which is part of the reason I decided to start doing more prospecting efforts to get more listings.
Good.
Is because, it was tough working with buyers. As everybody I'm sure knows, getting an offer accepted was, next to impossible, unless your clients have cash, are willing to go over list price. So I had a lot of buyers who just weren't able to do anything. And I just said to myself, I need to get more listings. What can I do? And I tried cold calling in the past. I had tried mailing. Nothing seemed to be working. And then I stumbled across some of the videos through Mailbox Power. I got signed up with Mailbox Power. And like I told you previously, I'd been doing it for about, I want to say I was using the program for about 3 months.
Right.
Hadn't been mailing FISBOs, was just using it to send out mailers to my clients and stuff like that.
Right.
And then I started watching some of your videos, some of Brandon Mulrennan's videos, and I just thought it was such a good idea that nobody else is doing. I know for a fact there are no agents in my area until they watch this video and they're going to start doing it. But there's nobody doing it, and it was such an easy thing to do. You have to put a little bit of effort into it, like you say. It's hard work.
Right.
But I'll just tell everybody. So I got my first listing 2 weeks ago. I
Great.
sent them.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I sent them 1 postcard. Well, I sent them 2. They didn't even get the second one before they responded. Now, I know not every single one is going to be that easy. A lot of times you have to follow up for 2 or 3 weeks. Sometimes you have to call, email. However, they got the postcard, wanted to meet with me. We met. They told me they really liked the postcard. They said it was unique. Every other agent had done the same strategy of calling, saying that they had a client, wanted to show up and preview the house, and then ended up trying to get them to list. It just came off really salesy.
Right.
And they didn't like that. They liked my approach was different. It was it showcased their house. They liked how the house was pictured on the front of the card. And yeah, so I got my first listing at 370,000.
Great.
Nice.
Great.
Yeah, we're already pending. We're set to close on June 23rd. And get this, I didn't tell you this earlier. They have a second rental house that they want to sell. Not sure when that'll be, but they're getting ready to give the tenants their notice,
Great.
and they want to sell that one too.
Wow. So, and probably somewhere in that same price range.
Yeah, I think it's actually a little bit higher. I
Wow.
haven't done my research on it yet, but I looked at it and I think it's going to go for a little bit higher than this other one. So
Wow. So couple listings over 700 and some $1,000 from mailing out some postcards.
from 70 cents.
Right. And I think correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe what I'm hearing coming through loud and clear here is exactly what your client told you. It was a different approach. It was
Yeah.
a different idea. You had separated yourself from all the other realtors out there by doing something different, being different.
Yep, exactly.
That's it. And before we got going with talking with this, I talked a little bit to Graydon about how we can also incorporate. Yes, if you mail and you're a consistent mailer out there, you should see between a 2 to 3% rate if you do it over the whole year. So what's that mean? You mail a couple hundred FSBOs, you should get somewhere in that idea of 3 to 6 listings. But wait, it's listing appointments. The postcard gets you the appointment.
Right.
That's the key. It doesn't get you the listing. I keep telling agents that, because I've had agents tell me, gee, I mail and I get these listing appointments and I don't get the listing. Well, don't blame the 37-cent postcard on the fact you didn't get the listing. You might have to tweak your listing appointment approach. So that's really important. But what I talked to you a little bit about earlier, Graydon, was the fact that you want to double up your efforts as much as you can. Get to previews by going to open houses. You can then email them. All these things and activities that you do without being obnoxious, because that's a real key, is going to increase your percentage. And you increase your percentage by 1 to 2 points, so you can be at like 5%. That's where you start getting the results. So Graydon, really, really proud of you. I'm glad you did it. I know that you've told me you've mailed already 50 some or something like that. So really
around
proud
60.
of you to get in there and do that. Congratulations. So keep hammering it and keep doing it. And I wanted to interview Graydon because I wanted him to be an inspiration to other folks out there that are doing that. Graydon, thanks for joining me. I appreciate your time. Keep mailing. Keep contacting these FSBOs, and you have a great weekend, okay?
All right. Thanks you, Steve. You too.
You got it. So, gang, I hope this interview has been helpful. Join my YouTube channel, Steve Angeline. If you're interested in Mailbox Power, you can contact me or get on Mailbox Power and use my invite code. That is mailboxpower.com/Steve. Love to have you on my team. I found this out because I offer 15 30-minute sessions with me a month, first come, first serve. And this is Graydon did his 30-minute training session with me today. And he told me about the success and I wanted to do this interview. Thanks again. You all have a great weekend and I appreciate you joining me.